Hello everyone, welcome back to Bible Bears. Today we're going to talk about whether we should pray for our enemies. Recently, the media speculated that North Korean leader Kim Jong Un had fallen ill. He had not been seen in public for weeks. Some reported he had heart surgery. Some reported he was brain dead, while others reported he was actually dead, perhaps shot by one of his guards. Some reported he was only in a coma. But then he appeared live and well at a ribbon-cutting ceremony at a fertilizer plant. I'm not here to discuss the bevy of misinformation produced by news outlets, but rather my initial reaction to his alleged demise. I admit, my heart leapt. I thought, finally, something to talk about other than coronavirus. But not only that, if he does die, perhaps someone more agreeable to Western culture will take power. For a brief moment, my emotions were, heck yeah, life has become a little bit more interesting now that he's dying. But then I caught myself. How many people around the world, but also in our own country, would feel the same way if our own president had fallen ill? Furthermore, how many people might secretly yearn for my demise? It's you, isn't it? True, North Korea has committed many human rights violations. A 2014 UN Commission of Inquiry found that the government committed many crimes such as extermination, murder, torture, enslavement, imprisonment, rape, and forced abortion. The government bans any sort of independent media, assembly, religion, or freedom of speech. If we could stand behind their curtain and see some of their atrocities, how many of us could be excused of ambivalence or coldness for not wanting Kim Jong Un dead? But what does Jesus command us to do? But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. You mean I need to pray for Kim Jong Un? Look how deflated I am, and I don't even live under his oppression. Imagine enduring North Korean atrocities and still praying for your leader. I mean, when you aren't forced to do it. I frequently take China to task for its persecution of Christianity. Might life be easier for Christians without Xi Jinping? We think we have the answer, but only God knows. One leader leaves and often a more treacherous leader takes their place. Jonah was tasked by God to preach to the Ninevites so that they would turn away from their wickedness and be spared from God's wrath. Jonah didn't want to do that, so he ran in the other direction. What a disobedient jerk, right? Well, Nineveh did have a history of persecuting the Israelites, having laid siege to Jerusalem in 701 BC. Jonah wanted to see them punished, and he knew that if they repented, God would spare them. He didn't want them spared, he wanted them dead. And when God spared them, Jonah was so despondent, he wanted to die. How am I any different than Jonah? I shouldn't be hopeful for someone's demise. I should be praying for them. Vengeance doesn't belong to me, it belongs to the Lord. Perhaps Paul, persecutor of Christians, should have been killed. But he wasn't. Instead, God redeemed him, and he became a mighty apostle for the Lord. Could that happen to Kim Jong Un? Putin? Xi Jinping? It doesn't seem likely, but with God, all things are possible. So I encourage you, pray not just for your loved ones and the strangers you don't know, but for the devils you do. Pray for those who don't believe. Pray for the Richard Dawkins and Sam Harrises of the world. Pray for the sheikhs and the Ayatollah. Pray for the men on death row, the cartel kingpins, gang members, and human traffickers. Pray for racists. Pray for abortionists. Pray for drug runners. Pray they may see the light and be saved from everlasting torment. But also pray for yourselves, that you don't overlook your own sins when you compare yours to theirs. Hey guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, share it, give us a thumbs up. I would really love to receive some of your comments, good or bad. But just remember that I love you, my bears love you, and we want you to have a blessed week. Take care.